Chargers Truther, coming to you after week 5. We won a nail biter against the Cleveland Browns. They're a good team. We played really well for the most part. Most phases of the game, I think we played pretty well, and we came out with the win. There was a crazy fourth down decision at the very end by Brandon Staley that almost gave the game away, which was absolutely, I would say, outrageous. It was a pretty outrageous decision to go for that fourth down, and we are just, we worked hard, obviously, but you got to say that we're lucky that they missed that 54-yard kick. I mean, 54 isn't a gimme, but to me, in my mind, a 54-yard kick is pretty much a coin flip. It's a 50-50 type thing, and you don't really want to, decide the game with a 50-50 type of thing. But regardless, we won. We're 3-2 now. That's big. That's really big. We got a winning record now. We're on a 2-game win streak, which is huge. Our team seems to be hitting their stride. We played balanced on offense. Our defense, I thought, played pretty dang well, even though we gave up 28. And yeah, I think we're looking good right now. We're looking good. We should have won that a little more assuringly. But yeah, anyways, 3-2. So cheers. This is actually Old English. I usually drink Corona or Modelo, but thought I would change it up. For some reason, I chose Old English. Haven't had this stuff in like 10 years, but, change it up. I know nobody really drinks these things, but... yeah, it tastes like cheap beer. Still good, though. Okay, so I'm going to go through these stats right now. Passing, Justin Herbert, 22 for 34, 228 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 93.8 rating. Yeah, a little bit low for Justin Herbert, but that's pretty decent numbers for a quarterback, What I like to see is that he threw it only 34 times. He didn't have to throw it 40 times, and this is because we had a balanced offense, He could have done a lot more, but I would say actually Justin Herbert was kind of under pressure. We had Jamari Salyer, and honestly, I think Jamari Salyer did okay, but he was definitely getting worked a decent amount by Myles Garrett. You'd expect that. Myles Garrett is one of the best pass rushers in the league, but there was times when he almost got to Justin Herbert, and it was scary. I was like, oh, throw it, Justin. And I think it really just goes to show how freaking amazing of a quarterback Justin Herbert is. We talk about his arm talent, his accuracy, all these things, but one thing I saw in this game was his pocket presence. He was stepping up in the pocket. He was moving, sliding to the areas of, to the space. And when he threw the ball before, in some cases, like 1 second or half second before the pass rush got there. So I was just amazed by Justin Herbert. He was making his offensive line look good. Obviously, our offensive line did pretty well. I'm not saying they did bad. It was a good D-line. Cleveland is a good team. But yeah, I mean, credit to our offensive line, but credit to Justin Herbert with his pocket presence, moving around and not holding it too long. If he'd held it too long, there would have been a few sacks and maybe some turnovers also. So anyways, good job offensive line. Good job Justin Herbert. That's a good Cleveland defense. All right, go to rushing. This is the star of the game, Austin Eckler. 16 carries, 173 yards, 10.8 average, a touchdown, and a long of 71 yards. Obviously, that 71 yards kind of inflates his average, but dang, dude, what a game. Austin Eckler, we take our hats off to you. You played probably, I would say, debatably the best game you have ever had as a rusher. And you may say, oh, he's a pass catcher, he's a catching back. I don't really care about running backs catching the ball. Yeah, they have to do it. But I want my running back to run the ball. I want him to run up the middle, and I want him to get rushing touchdowns, and I want him to get freaking rushing yards. And it's exactly what our running backs did today. Austin Eckler, great job running the ball today. And, I had been talking about we should have kept Melvin Gordon. I still think so. And you know, maybe we're all right. It seems like we're all right because yeah, I was starting to lose hope in our, not lose hope, but I was starting to really, be pessimistic about our rush offense. We hadn't been doing crap, and all of a sudden we explode. So yeah, that's very reassuring. I want to see this continue. I want to be a rushing team. Like, yeah, we have Justin Herbert, we know, but I've made this analogy before. Justin Herbert's like a Lamborghini. You don't drive the Lamborghini everywhere. You don't take him to work. You don't take it to the grocery store. You use it when you need it. The rush game is that, that commuter car. We want to rush the ball. We need to rush the ball, and this is what makes a good team. So yeah, I want to see more of that. Great job rushing the ball. We want to see more of that. Joshua Kelly, 10 rushes, 49 yards, 4.9 average, and a touchdown. Good job, Josh Kelly. He's doing really good. He looked like a good running back. He looked like he could do it. So hats off to Josh Kelly. Hats off to Austin Eckler. And, Justin Herbert, 13 yards. Xander Horvath, 2 rushes for 3 yards. And Sony Michel, 1 rush for 0. So it's just Austin Eckler, Josh Kelly, pretty much. Okay, receiving, Mike Williams, 10 receptions for 134 yards. And he should have had that dang touchdown. That would have been even almost 200 freaking yards. All right, maybe a little less, maybe 170. But that's crazy number. That's crazy numbers. That should have been a touchdown. His toes were in, and then the heel hits. Did I miss that rule? That's a catch to me. You got your toes down first. How is that not a catch? If your toes touch, if you're facing forward and they slide out of bounds, that's still a catch. So why is not a catch when your heel hits? I think that's a stupid rule. That should have been a touchdown for sure. Such a dumb rule. He should have got that touchdown. Anyways, great job, Mike Williams. You're a beast. Second week in a row, I think you've gotten over 100 yards. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going off the top of my head. Great job, Mike Williams. We really appreciate your work, putting your body on the line. I saw you slam on your back going up for those jump balls. He jumps high and he falls hard, and that does damage. So, thank you, Mike Williams, for going hard and helping us win, because we need you, bro. And especially with Keenan Allen out, we need you, bro. And you showed up big. So, good job, Mike Williams. Josh Kelly, 2 receptions, 33 yards. Good job. Austin Eckler, 4 for 26 and a touchdown. Good job. Josh Palmer, 3 for 24. Josh Palmer, I think we're still expecting a little more out of you. Had a drop that was pretty big, but we'll see. I'm not gonna flame this guy. He's it's not very good numbers, but we'll see. I don't want to flame him right now. DeAndre Carter, 2 receptions for 9 yards. Everett, 1 for 2. To me, what this says is that Mike Williams is excuse my language, just carrying this. He's the main dude. He's every play we're looking for Mike Williams or Eckler, pretty much. That's how I see it. At least in this game, Mike Williams hogged all the receiving yards, pretty much. And you'd like to see your other receivers do a little more. Maybe you could see the difference in the talent between him and our other receivers. We're waiting for Keenan Allen to get back, but yeah, regardless, I guess there was only 228 yards to go around this week because we were rushing it so well. But yeah, good job, guys. Whatever, we got to win. So yeah, leave it there. Move on to defense. Derwin James, 14 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. The leader of our team, pretty much, leader of our defense for sure. He missed a tackle on that first long touchdown by Nick Chubb, but he's a human. He's gonna make mistakes. He's not invincible. He's not gonna be perfect. So give him a pass for that, but hopefully he learns from that. You got to wrap up. You got to be sure. You got to be a sure tackler. But hats off to Derwin James. He's he's at the top every single week, and really can't ask for much more than that. Loie Gilman, 7 tackles, 4 solo, and the interception. Loie Gilman, I still think he should be improved upon. We should get a better free safety. I guess we benched Nasir Adderley because he gave up the huge run last week and maybe the week before. Gilman and Adderley, both of them, I've even said it before the season, they should be improved upon. They're I think they're below average. I'm not trying to be mean, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But the guy pretty much saved the game for us, I would say, with that interception. That was pretty much the first turnover of the game. We needed it so badly. That was a red zone turnover. There's literally almost nothing more important than a red zone turnover, except for maybe a red zone turnover touchdown like the one we gave to the Chiefs. So huge play by Loie Gilman. I saw he was drifting and the quarterback thought he could slip it in, but he put his foot in the ground, stepped back, caught the ball. Great play by him. Hats off to Loie Gilman on that play. In a close game like that, it's things like that turn the tide, So really thank God Loie Gilman was able to make that play. Give him a lot of credit for that. J.C. Jackson, 6 tackles, one pass deflection. Saw him get cooked at least once, maybe a couple times. He is, not playing to where you want him to be, but the dude had ankle surgery in like week 1 or week 2 or something like that. He's still getting accustomed. He's new. Cornerback is probably one of the hardest positions there is. It's tough to and he was going up against Amari Cooper, who's a great receiver. So, we expect more from JC, but I would have maybe even put in Mike Davis, but yeah, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna keep rolling with it. JC, you're still the man. I'm still on your side. G Tranquil, 6 tackles. Saw him mess up on one rush, one long run. He kind of jumped the wrong way when there was a wide open space to the other side. But yeah, leave it at that. It was all right. I give him a B, maybe some B minus, B. Asante Samuel did good. He gave up some passes, but let's see. They only had 230. Well, I guess that's more than us. So yeah, I think we did well enough. Sebastian Joseph Day, 5 tackles. Kenneth Murray, 4. I thought Kenneth Murray has been playing with a little more aggressiveness, and I appreciate that. Khalil Mack, 2. He was kind of quiet. He had a tackle for loss, though. But I think a big reason why Khalil Mack is being quiet is because, let's be honest, Chris Rumph is bad. I'm sure you're a good guy, Chris Rumph, but you are absolutely ineffective. You can't even get past the tackle. You're not fast enough to get past him, and you're not strong enough to get through him. So we're missing Joey Bosa. I don't know whose idea it was to keep Chris Rumph, but they're all just focusing on Khalil Mack, and they're just putting one lineman on Rumph every play. They don't need to double team him. So we need to do better here. Our pass rush was definitely the weakest part of the whole team. Really, there was like almost no pass rush, pretty much. Brissett was chilling back there. He was just chilling, and if we had been able to put some pressure on him, we would have won by a lot more, because he's not a very good quarterback. He missed a lot of throws. And he wasn't even pressured. He just missed throws. So pass rush should be better. We're waiting for Joey Bosa. I don't know when he's coming back, but we need him, and he's going to be big when he comes back. So can't wait for him to come back, because yeah, we're not the best we can be right now. Definitely not. Bryce Callahan, decent, 2 tackles. Chris Covington, I'm going to mention Chris Covington. He had that fourth down stop, and you got to give it to that guy because that was a huge, huge play. He only had 2 tackles, but yeah, huge fourth down stop. So hats off to Chris Covington too. Then yeah, Kyle Van Noy 2, Michael Davis 1, Morgan Fox 1, Adderley 1, Chris Rumpf 1. You're there the whole game. You got 1 tackle. Last week you had 1 tackle. I'm trying not to flame anyone, be super mean, but Chris Rumpf, I've seen you on the videos. You're a cool dude. You're a nice guy, super cool dude. But I don't know what it is. You got to hit the weight room or something. You got to do something, bro, or you got to just hit the bench. Just be like, hey, coach, I'm hitting the bench, bro. All right, that was a joke. Anyways, I hope you turn it on in the next game and the rest of the season, Chris Rumpf. But yeah. And then there's Tillery with one tackle. Yeah, guys. I mean, okay, look, Cleveland Browns offensive line is really good. I think they're pretty dang good. They're big boys. They're strong. So, but still, still. Anyways, okay, moving on. Special teams, our new kicker, Taylor Bertolet, hit all 3 field goals and all 3 extra points. Good freaking job. Thank God, bro. We only won by 2 points. That means we would have lost if he had missed a field goal. So hats off to that. DeAndre Carter, 19.5 average. I said it last week. Just freaking kneel the kickoff. Every kickoff return, just kneel it. Don't take it out. We don't have enough beast players to block for you, bro. We just don't. Just kneel it. Okay, so I'm running a little over at this time. I don't want to hit 20 minutes, but overall, again, we're 3-2. That's good. We're doing really good right now. We got to keep it up. We're on a 2-game win streak. We got our we got our rush game going. It's like we just put batteries in this thing. It just started running now because that was amazing. That rush game was amazing, and I say it every week. I want 100 yards rushing every single game. I don't care who does it. Yeah, so amazing to get that rush game going. Amazing to see Justin Herbert not have to freaking just carry this team because that's the worst thing. That's literally the worst, even though he's an amazing quarterback. We don't want to put so much pressure on the guy. He's a human. He's young, It's like, a good player can only take you so far. They say defense wins championships. A balanced team is what will go. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is great, but they have a good team. We want to be a good team, not a good quarterback, So again, offense played really well, and defense played really well. Last year, Browns killed us in the rush game. They ran all over us. We couldn't stop at all. This year, we actually, stopped their runs. Let's see what they ran for. Oh, they ran for 213 yards, but one was a long run. Well, I mean, shoot, when I was watching it seemed like we held them in check for the most part. Last year, they were making the yards even when we knew they were going to run it. And this year, when we knew that they were going to run it, we did better. We stepped up, and yeah, I honestly think that our rush defense was decent. I give them, I don't know, B- maybe. So the weakness this week was the pass rush. Browns have a good offensive line, but we wanted to see that do better. Next week we got the Broncos on Monday Night Football. We should win that game. Put us to 4-2. It's good. That's a good record. And let's go on this run. Let's become an elite team. Let's just do it. We have the quarterback. We have the pieces. Let's just do it. Let's just start winning these games. We won ugly here. We got lucky. That fourth down call was pretty ridiculous, but yeah. let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's we beat a good team here. Let's win ugly. This is a type of game that we would have lost in the past. We definitely would have lost these type of games. These are exactly the games that we would lose in the past. So maybe our fortunes are changing. So let's hope so. Let's be mean. Let's be physical. Let's take it to them. Let's dominate. Let's be aggressive. Let's be aggressive and be freaking, I don't know, be some grown ass men. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. Next week against the Broncos, hoping to go to 4-2. We could definitely do it. I think we got a good team. I think we're better than the Broncos, and let's go out there and prove it. Chargers truth are out.